calling all artists and creatives. The city of Fayetteville wants to use your skills to craft a new mural. That's why Joanna is joining me this morning with everything that you need to know about submitting your work. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining us today.
So the reason, we were doing a lot of murals in town.
Yes.
So we have 3 that are installing this spring. So we're really excited about them. One just completed over on Rock Street. So please stop by off the square and see that space. But we're also sort of working on ways to involve the community more. And so what we've got going on right now is what we're calling the Community Arts Program proposal process. Okay. And we are inviting anybody who has a creative idea for one of the public spaces in our city to propose that, send it to us, and have the Arts Council review it.
Absolutely. Now, I'm assuming, Joanna, that you're looking for, artists, like we're looking at these murals right here on the screen. My level of creativity are stick figures. I'm sure that is not what the council is looking for, right?
Well, this really is more open to any kind of creative practice, right? So you can do, you can propose a mural, you can propose sort of playing music in a park, you can propose putting on a play. We're very excited about seeing what our community comes up with as far as how to be creative in space.
Why was it important to open up this opportunity to the community?
Well, we're really looking forward to sort of seeing what our community is, capable of sort of creating for themselves, and how we can engage each other and sort of come together and gather in spaces where we maybe haven't always gathered.
And artists are going to be provided with a couple of tools and maybe even some funds in order to get this done. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. The funding is between $500 and $7,000, sort of depending on the scale of your proposal and what you're thinking about doing. And then you just send that proposal to the Arts Council. We review it on the 15th of every month, and then we get right back to you.
Okay. Deadline. When do artists need to have their submissions to you?
Yeah, so we review it on the 15th of every month until our funds are gone. Okay. And so we're expecting that to go through at least July.
Okay. And you mentioned that people can either propose, it can be a mural if they want, or it can also be a creative space, like maybe even a performance.
Exactly. Okay. Exactly.
And then how often, if it was a performance, is it something that they would have to organize through the city? Is it like a every week kind of deal, or they would just work that out with you all?
I was going to say it would depend entirely on what they're thinking about doing. And then we can work with you to come up with what the best way to do that work is.
Yeah, absolutely. You've been here in the community for quite some time. Talk about just how the murals have really just been instrumental in really beautifying the city.
Yeah, I mean, so it's really important to recognize the power of public art, right? Public art is something that we all share together and sort of speaks to community pride. And so we are really excited to sort of build our public art program up a little bit more and sort of have even more murals and even more sort of pieces of sculpture and more public art for the city to enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely. Joanna, thanks so much for joining us this morning.